Today I would like to share with you how I play the classically immortal Aerosmith tune, Dream On. I know I have my acoustic guitar, but it doesn't matter. Acoustic, electric, I play it the same way. And I think it sounds cool with either guitar. Now when I do the song, I scrap the whole traditional intro of the song, but I know probably 99% of the people who may have accidentally stumbled upon this video just want to learn how to play that intro. So I'm going to show you how I do that, and then I'll go into the rest of the song. So for the intro, I take my first finger at the 5th fret on the high E string. Then I use my 3rd finger at the 7th fret on the B string. And then I use my middle finger there at the 6th fret on the G string. Then with my first finger at the 4th fret on the high E, my 2nd finger on the 5th fret of the B string, and then my 3rd finger on the 6th fret of the G string. Give me that shape. And then invert these two fingers. So your first finger goes to the 4th fret on the B string, and your 2nd finger is now on the 5th fret of the high E. Then I just slide down a half step there, so my first finger is on the 3rd fret of the B string. My 2nd finger is on the 4th fret of the high E. I then use my pinky at the 6th fret on the G string. So that first half of the intro and then the second half, you'll go back to that first position with my 2nd finger at the 7th fret on the high E. My pinky is on the 9th fret of the B string, and my first finger then is maintaining that 6th fret on the G. And then I slide up with my first finger at the 9th fret on the high E, my 2nd finger on the 10th fret of the B string, and my 3rd finger on the 11th fret on the G string. So the walk up, that second half of the intro, and then you just repeat it. But again, when I play the song, I just scrap that. What I do is just go into some chords. You know, I kind of did my own thing with it, made it kind of funky a little bit. So how I play the song is like this. Oops, fucked it up. But anyway, that's the verse. So it's like, every time that I look in the mirror, all these lines on my face are getting clearer. The past is gone. It went by like just dawn. Isn't that the way everybody's got the dues in life today? I know nobody knows where it comes and where it goes. I know everybody said you got to lose to know how to win. Okay, now the chords that I'm using there, I start off with my first finger at the 2nd fret on the low E, and kind of make that bar chord there. That's the first chord. The second chord, I'm using my first finger there at the 2nd fret. I then take my 2nd finger on the 2nd fret of the D string, and my 3rd finger at the 2nd fret on the G string. and my first finger is muting the A string there. So it's the second chord. I'm maintaining that bass note pretty much through the whole thing there. I move my second finger to hold the bass down. So my second finger, second fret, low E. Then I take my first finger on the first fret of the D string, my third finger on the second fret of the G string, and then I bring my pinky in there on the second fret of the B string. That last chord, I use my second finger on the second fret of the A string. My first finger then is on the first fret of the G string. My pinky is on the third fret of the B string, and then my first finger there is on the second fret of the high E string. So together, and there you got the verse. And then that takes you into, you move up to that little kind of pre-chorus. Now what I'm doing is just my first finger's on the fourth fret of the A string, third finger is on the sixth fret of the D string, and my pinky's right behind that, making that just a bar chord. Fourth fret, slide it up, back. And then the little chorus area that I play is just the F sharp power chord there, bar chord, not power chord, to an E major, to a D major, back to the E. Sing with me, sing for the E, sing for the lamb, sing for the deer, sing with me just for today, maybe tomorrow, you know, yada yada. Goes back into the verse. You go through that, another chorus, and then for if you're going to do a guitar solo, I'd play the verse rhythm over it, whatever. And then after the solo, it builds back into the sing with me, sing about me, sing about the lamb, sing for the deer, sing with me just for today, maybe tomorrow, Lord will take you away. Now you have that walk up. Dream on, dream on, dream on, dream until your dreams come true. Yeah. So you're just going B, D flat, D, E. What the fuck is that? F, D, F, F sharp, G flat. Again, it's 5:30 in the morning. Give me a break here. So you got that walk up. Dream on, dream on, dream on, dream until your dreams come true. Yeah. Now that little. So that's the little walk there. So dream on, dream on, dream on, dream until your dreams come true. Yeah. Dream on, dream on, dream on, dream on, and then down to F sharp. Dream on, dream on, dream on. that whole thing. And that's pretty much the whole song, man. That's how I play it. And I hope you dig it. I hope it helps you out. And if you're in a pinch and, you know, sitting around the campfire, sitting around the living room, whatever you're doing, drinking, not drinking, and you want to play the song, it's a great party favor. All right, thanks for watching, man. As always, if you dig it, please subscribe.